Very easy to make and tastes really delicious. Let's begin. For that, in a pan, I'm going to take oil, 2 teaspoons, and let it heat nicely on high flame. Then I'm going to grate garlic cloves into it. So 2 garlic cloves, crushed or grated, about 1 teaspoon of garlic, perfect. You may crush the garlic if you want to, or even chop it finely. Once it becomes light golden brown in color, I am going to grate 1 green chili into it. Yes, I am grating it, but you may crush it if you want to or finely chop it. Perfect. So 1 green chili, like about 1.5 teaspoon. And I'm also going to grate some ginger into it. So about half to 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. I have not peeled it. Perfect. Now we are going to cook this on high flame for about 2 minutes. Keep stirring. Make sure it does not burn. So adjust the flame accordingly and then add chopped onions. I'm using 2 medium sized onions over here, roughly chopped. Mix it well. You can see the onions have become translucent. We are going to cook them further. And then I'm going to add 3 cashew nuts. Now the onions have turned a little light golden brown in color. So mix it well and let them cook evenly. Now they have caramelized nicely. In this I am going to add tomatoes. Again, roughly chopped tomatoes. I am using 2 medium sized tomatoes over here. And we actually want dark golden brown color. So we are going to cook it for a little long. Mix it well. Let it combine well and cook it on high flame. You'll see they're turning dark golden brown now. And they are done perfectly over here. They are not burnt, but they are dark golden brown in color. Now we are going to take another pan and heat oil in that. About 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of oil. Once it's nice and hot, to this I am going to add green capsicum, diced, 1 medium sized green capsicum, 1 small sized yellow capsicum cut into cubes, and red capsicum, again 1 small sized. And we are going to cook them till they become light golden brown in color on high flame. So we actually want them to become soft and get nice golden brown marks. So let them cook for about 2 minutes and again stir in. You will see they have got nice golden brown marks. After about 5 minutes, they are ready. We'll remove it. Now the onions and the tomatoes are at room temperature. So we're going to blend it in a mixer grinder. Take every bit of it. And grind it till it becomes nice fine paste like this. Perfect. In the same pan, I am going to put the gravy or the onion and tomato paste. And we are going to cook this on medium flame. The vegetables are already cooked, so you're not going to cook it for long. And add some water to this. I'm adding it from the mixer jar so that you get every bit of the paste. Perfect. Now cook this. Let it combine well. And you'll see it's bubbling away now. Add some salt as per taste. We have not added it before. Now I'm going to add garam masala to this. 1.5 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoon of ground cumin and coriander, 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, and mix it well. Let the spices cook for about 2 minutes on high flame. Combine everything well. Perfect. I'll add kasuri methi to this, 1.5 teaspoon or dried fenugreek leaves, and mix it well. To this I will add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and then add the bell peppers and mix well. Make sure they are coated well into the gravy. So that the flavors are combined, and then put the paneer cubes into it. I'm using 150 grams of paneer over here. Cut into big cubes. Fresh paneer. And combine everything well on high flame. Let the paneer get coated into the gravy. Perfect. It's looking delicious. Done. We have cooked it for about 2 minutes on low flame. And this is how our paneer capsicum masala served with paratha and raita are ready. It's very easy to make. For that we require spinach leaves or palak, paneer, tomato, oil, water, salt, kasuri methi, garlic, onion, fresh cream, lemon juice, dried ginger powder, turmeric, red chili powder, garam masala and green chili. So first, in a steel pot, I'll take water. We are going to blanch the spinach and let the water come to a boil. Once it starts boiling, to this I am going to add spinach leaves, 1 cup, and give it a stir. Once the spinach leaves are wilted, that is after about 2 to 2.5 minutes, of boiling, we are going to switch off the flame and then drain the water. We are going to wash the spinach leaves with cold water, and this is how they look. Now I am going to transfer these leaves into a mixer jar. Then add 1 green chili to it or as per taste. Add 1 chopped tomato. Lemon juice to this, 1 teaspoon. And then make a fine paste out of it. Add water if required. Now in a pan I will take oil, about 1.5 teaspoon, and let it heat properly. Once the oil is hot, I will add finely chopped garlic to this, 1.5 teaspoon of garlic. You may grate the garlic. And then we are going to mix it. Saute on high flame for about 1 to 2 minutes. Or until the rawness is gone. And then I am going to add finely chopped onion to it. 1 medium sized onion. And mix it well. Cook on high flame till the onion becomes translucent. Mix it well, make sure it does not burn. Perfect. As you can see, the onion is now translucent. To this I will add the spinach puree. And now I am going to mix it nicely. Let it combine well on medium-high flame. Then add some water, about 1/4 cup or as required, and mix it well. Let it cook on medium flame. And then we'll add turmeric to this. 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, or you may exclude it completely. And then add red chili powder, 1 teaspoon. Garam masala, 1 teaspoon. Dried ginger powder, 1/2 teaspoon. Kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, about 1 teaspoon. And some salt as per taste. We have not added salt before. And mix everything well. Then add fresh cream to this, 1.5 teaspoon, and mix everything well. Let this combine well and simmer for 1 minute on low flame, and then add the paneer cubes to this. I am using 250 grams of paneer. Combine everything well on high flame and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame, and this is how our restaurant style Palak Paneer is ready. For that, we require paneer cubes, boiled green peas, chopped tomatoes, ground cumin and coriander, cloves, cinnamon stick, black pepper powder, tandoori masala, red chili powder, turmeric, butter, cashew nuts, coriander leaves, Kashmiri red chili powder, and garam masala. We also require oil and water. So first, we also require salt. So first in a frying pan, I will take butter, 2 teaspoon. To it I will add oil, 2 teaspoon. Once the butter has melted, to it I will add 3 cloves, 1 cinnamon stick, about 1/2 inch. Mix it well. Saute for about a minute on medium-low flame. Then add 5 cashew nuts. Cook them till they become nice golden brown in color. Once they are golden brown, I will add tomatoes. 2½ cup of chopped tomatoes. Mix it on high flame. Now add black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon. Salt as per taste. Mix it well and let the tomatoes cook thoroughly. Once they are cooked, I will switch off the flame and let them cool down at room temperature. Once the mixture has cooled down at room temperature, I will transfer it into a mixer jar. Perfect. And make a fine paste out of it. So this is how the paste looks. Now in a kadai or pan, I will take 1 tablespoon of butter. To it I will add oil, 2 teaspoon. Once the butter has melted, to it I will add the tomato paste that we have prepared right now. Mix it nicely on high flame. To this I will add water, about 1 to 1/4 cup of water. Mix it well. Now I'll add red chili powder, 2 teaspoon. Tandoori masala, 2 teaspoon or as per taste. Then add the garam masala, again 2 teaspoon. Ground cumin and coriander, 2 teaspoon. Red chili powder, 2 teaspoon. Turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon. Mix everything well. Then add water to adjust the consistency. So about 1/2 cup of water right now. Cook well on high flame. Mix it nicely. Now, once it comes to a boil, I'll add salt to it as per taste. Mix it well again. And then add the paneer cubes into it. Make sure the flame is low. Add the paneer cubes one by one into the gravy. Wow, it's looking lovely. And now I'm going to mix it very gently because I don't want the paneer to break. Now I will add the green peas to it. About 1½ cup of green peas. They are boiled and cooked. I'm using 250 grams of paneer and 1½ cup of green peas. Then add kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, about 2 teaspoon. Mix it well. Let it combine nicely. Then add coriander leaves to it. Mix again very gently. And then let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. And this is how our no onion, no garlic Matar Paneer is ready.
Require paneer, that is the cottage cheese cut into cubes, bell peppers, red, yellow and green, onions, Then ginger and garlic, this is crushed. Red chili powder, turmeric, garam masala, lemon juice, salt, hung curd, corn flour and oil. So these are the ingredients for the marinade of the paneer tikka. So I'll take the hung curd in a mixing bowl and then to the hung curd I will add the garam masala, red chili powder, turmeric, ginger and garlic, lemon juice, salt and corn flour so that everything gets nicely binded. Mix everything well and once mixed I'll add the paneer, that is the cottage cheese and bell peppers, the onions and mix everything well. Let it get coated nicely. You have to marinate this for 2 hours or overnight. So now for making the paste we require tomatoes, onions, cashew nuts, 9 to 10 cashew nuts, water. So in the mixer jar I'll take the cashew nuts and I'll add some water to it. Blend it nicely and make a paste out of it. Then I'll add the tomatoes and again blend it. So this is done. Now I'll add the onions to it. This is how the paste looks. Finely done. Now our paneer tikka is ready, marinated. So I have just soaked the skewers in water for about 20 minutes and now I'll start assembling the vegetables and paneer to it. So just put them nicely. Make sure they do not break. Sequence of the vegetables and paneer is not important. So just keep putting them into the skewers one by one. And this is how they are done. Now I'll heat a pan and add oil to it. Then I'll start putting the skewers onto it. Be very careful. Make sure the flame is high. You may do it on direct flame, but I prefer using a tawa. I have added some oil onto it. Char grill the paneer and vegetables on high flame. So I'll just turn it now. You can see it has become nice golden brown in color. And it's done now. So this is how the paneer tikka is ready. Now for the paneer tikka masala, we require the puree of the tomato, cashew nuts and onions, the paneer tikkas that have been grilled, then butter, oil, cardamom powder, then red chili powder, garam masala, ginger and garlic. This is the kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, fresh cream, salt, coriander leaves and water. So let's get started. In a hot pan, I'll add some oil and I'll add the butter. Now you may make it in whole oil also instead of using butter. I am using grated ginger and garlic, but you may use the paste if you want to, but I prefer grating these. It gives nice flavor to the vegetable. Once grated, we'll mix it and saute it for about 1 to 2 minutes till the rawness is gone. Then I'll add the puree to this, the tomatoes and the onions and the cashew nut puree or the paste. Mix it well and let it cook thoroughly for about 10 to 15 minutes. Till it leaves the sides of the pan, we have to cook it. So it requires a little time. So it becomes nice thick in consistency, as you can see. So keep mixing it and adjust the flame accordingly. Now once done, I'll add the garam masala, red chili powder according to the taste, then salt, and combine everything well. Mix it nicely. Then I'll add some water and let it come to a boil. Combine everything well. So now till then I'll remove the paneer from the skewers and keep them ready because they will go next in the vegetable. Okay, so our gravy is done now. As you can see, it has become nice thick in consistency. So at this stage I'll add the fenugreek leaves. These are dried fenugreek leaves and cardamom powder. Now you may use whole cardamoms, but I prefer using the powder. Mix it well. It has come to a boil, as you can see. Then we'll add the paneer tikka, the vegetables and everything, and mix very nicely with a light hand so that the paneer does not break. Then I'll add the fresh cream to it, not much, and then mix everything well and cook for another 2 minutes. So this is how the paneer tikka is done, the paneer tikka masala. So I'll add the coriander leaves now. Mix well. And our paneer tikka masala is ready. I